now starting late. I report to higher authorities as we all do.
Yo, Deuterino.
Yo, was that an Winter Olympic update? Did we win some medals? What was the?
Did you actually still have a Winter Olympic update? Did you have that still sitting in your paperwork there? I noticed every time you would double check to see if we had. Do we have an update or no?
No, I'm not even sure if the games are over.
Yeah, but I was gonna say I thought the update would be the games are over. I thought that would. I don't even know. No, that was the Ukrainian national anthem.
I see. Did they win a Winter Olympic medal?
Well, I tell you what, they're in a game. I don't know what the score is or who's winning, but I know who I'm rooting for. 100%. 100%.
Who's that?
Yeah, Ukraine. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Always gotta make sure. Double check back there. Yeah, man. And here, guys, today, the Dude and Debo, we are going to be talking a little bit about current events. I guess would maybe be a way to kind of talk about current events here. But nothing is working unless we make sure that the sound's working. We're going to bring our studio head here, G, to have a conversation with us here a little bit about the war. G, you coming in here with us? Oh,
all right.
There you go.
I am.
All right.
I am.
Got G in here too, and we're going to be going a little bit about the war. I'm going to play this first clip.
I'd like to start by saying this: the American people are standing with the people of Ukraine as they suffer an unjustified, unprovoked, and premeditated attack by Russia's
I take issue with
military
all of that.
forces. It's a brutal attack.
You just from the start. My man just got started. Go ahead, dude.
Do you want to rewind?
No, I mean, if you
unprovoked,
did you need one more? Did you need
unprompted and premeditated attack is? I mean, it's an outright. I feel like it's a
higher
lie.
authorities.
I'm not. I
We
want
all
to
do.
preface
I'd like to
everything I
start-
say today with the fact that I'm not pro-Russia, but it may sound like that
All right.
because I am anti-U.S. interference in other countries,
Fair
and
enough.
we don't own enough of that.
We don't own enough anti-interference.
We don't own enough of the fact that we interfere in everybody else's business. We're like the nosy neighbor, except we're the nosy neighbor with like an AK-47.
So we're Agnes
Yeah.
from Bewitched.
That's exactly right. And then when other stuff pops off, we're like, unprovoked right there.
Yeah.
We didn't have anything to do with that at all.
Well,
Yeah,
we on this one we didn't have anything to do with it. This was all Trump and Putin.
This is again where I take issue
This is all
because
Trump and Putin.
You
right?
were right. You're right.
Dude,
Dude,
want to wind me up?
no, dude, you were right. I am going to be sitting down a lot of this conversation. But no. I got it.
Hey,
The American people are standing with the people of Ukraine as they suffer an unjustified, unprovoked.
Okay, see, the American people are standing with the people of Ukraine as they suffer, and then that's where you start. That's where the dude starts.
All of that I agree with.
An
They're standing with Ukraine
unprovoked-
as they suffer. It's the rest of it.
an unprovoked.
Yeah.
You still with me or not with me?
No, that's where you lose me.
Okay, all right. Let's start there. Let's go to the provocation of the altercation down there on the far east coast, way east. How is it? Where's the provocation, dude? I'm sure you got a good reason for it. I'll let you get in it.
I have plenty of good reasons.
Yeah.
First, let's jump in the time machine. Let's go back to 2014.
All right.
When the U.S. wanted to install weapons in the Ukraine to keep Russia in check, basically.
I mean, I just want to halt your theory. Not actually a bad idea given the current place of bombs being dropped. Like if that idea was presented 3 weeks ago, and someone was like, "Yo, man, can we go back in time and make that happen?" Someone was like,
If only we could have had some shit there.
"If only we." But I mean, I really am pulling off of your point, which is bigger than the fact of hindsight. Your point was again, sir.
My point was that it's not like the U.S. and Russia has the greatest of alliances. You know, it's kind of a
We're not aligned at all. So
right, it's kind of a mutual. Leave us the fuck alone. We'll leave you the fuck alone.
Yeah, I'd say that's fair. Do
Right.
you got like Russia in your heart like before like 3 weeks ago? Were you like, yo man, you Russian? Fuck you, or were you like, yo man, you Russian? Sup? You know,
I'm
like
still not you Russian. Fuck you.
Right.
I've always been. You're Russian.
No.
I
got
don't
no
trust
beef.
you.
I got no beef with any Russians.
I got no
except,
beef.
You know, maybe Putin, and if there's people, you know, shooting women and children.
I don't
Those are the-
Russian. The
But
reason
my-
why is because every Russian is a spy.
Well, there you go. But G's from another time.
as G sits here in the dark.
So let me finish my Ukraine point.
Go
I'll,
ahead.
I'll,
Go
I'll
ahead.
brief
All
it up here. I'll
All
brief it up. So 2014, we wanted to put some shit there,
Sure.
and they're like, this might not be the best idea. Now let's take it back to the 60s, the Cold War era beginning, and Russia wanted to put shit in Cuba to keep an eye on us, and we were like, nah, we ain't having that, bro. We will go to war over that shit. Not even a cold one. We'll go to a hot ass microwave war over that shit. If you wanna do it, let me know. And we went to Cuba. We snuck
Hey
in
man,
there.
if you want to do it, let me know, man. Ain't no problems, no situations, man. You put the missiles there, it's gonna be an issue. What up? 3 letters, bitches. JFK. What up? Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I remember they
was
were
like,
talking
ain't gonna happen on my watch, bro. And we went and fucked up the Bay of Pigs. And that's
13
you know,
days in October.
right. And that's a whole other story.
Yes.
But that wasn't even Russia saying we're going to fuck with the US. That was Russia again responding to the US, because prior to that, we put shit in Turkey and Italy. And we're like, just in case, I'm going to leave this here. Just in
we've
case
always
it's-
had a base in Turkey, and we've always had a base.
But we
in
haven't
Italy.
always had what
Ever
would now
since
be
World War II.
classified as WMDs
Well,
aimed at a certain area of that region that starts with an
technically,
R.
We didn't have the weapons aimed
Exactly.
there.
Technically, we didn't, because we put them
yes.
in someone else's country.
We-
Look, it ain't
well,
us, bro. It ain't me.
We didn't put them there. It was the pack that put them there.
Did we pay for it, G? Did we pay for it?
We
Is
donated.
it the US dollar?
We donated.
Now the finger pointing
It
of
was a donation.
semantics
It was a
starts up. What?
donation.
Huh? What
It's
happened?
just-
I don't know what happened, homie. It was just it
it's-
just happened. I don't even know.
It's just like we don't steal. We commandeer.
It is right.
We collect historical artifacts.
Yes,
We don't steal.
and we commandeer bad things.
Fun.
And then
Fun.
we give them away to our friends.
It's a fun war of words that makes sense depending
It
on who you're
is.
talking to, right?
It is.
You know, if you're talking to a Trump loyalist, maybe you would hear certain things. And if you're talking to maybe a Biden loyalist, do they have Biden loyalists? No. Okay.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
if you're talking
there's-
to,
We're so polarized at this point that there are Biden loyalists. who
I'm
are
a
like,
Biden loyalist.
okay.
I am. The only thing I'm having issue with Biden right now is
his
the
batteries died.
it's the lack of
Disney engineers are not doing so well
no,
with
it's not that. It's
the movements.
It's the get the hell out of my country thing that I'm having issue with.
He's got that tone.
No, he doesn't have that tone.
Oh.
I want him to have that.
Okay. Oh, just to make sure I understand.
Who do you want him to kick out of our? Is this a different? We need to.
Who we
bring it up
got?
on another
No, I
podcast?
want him to. I want him to walk and look at Ukraine and say, "Putin, get the hell out of my country."
Oh, okay. He wants because I heard what you heard, Duder. Okay, so he wants not in America.
I was like,
That was a-
in concentration.
Yeah.
Nah. I want him to claim Ukraine and say, "Get the hell out." And I look at the Ukraine like the Revolutionary War.
Right.
And yeah, you have the English who funded, well, not even the revolution. Let's go to the Civil War. You have the English who funded the South during the Civil War. And then you have France who kind of helped us. That's what we're kind of doing with the Ukraine.
Pretty
I
solid.
don't even know if it's
Well,
kind of.
I mean, it's pretty solid. That's pretty solid. Like on what's
it's a kind of what we're doing with the Ukraine. Because if we were really committed
right,
to help,
right. we go do it.
It
Yeah.
would be a totally different thing that we're talking about.
Listen,
right
my
now.
kids take showers every night. Okay, every night. With the occasional, we did something, so maybe you didn't. But for the most part, every night we take showers, and every night I physically have to move them, one of them, up the stairs. I physically have to grab them, turn the television off, put the thing down. There's force involved. This is like no. Let go of the toy, and then I stand in front of them. Like, why you stand in front of me? Because now you can't see nothing else but me, and you need to go take a shower. And the whole way up, we whine and we complain, but I'm still there, holding hands.
Biden to put Putin in the shower.
Exactly.
My point is to say, do you want to know if he's clean or not? I mean, or you want to just guess? You want to be like, he took a shower. I guess he took a shower.
Go and do what I told you to do.
You got to do. Sometimes I agree with you on that point, G. If we wanted it done,
we would get it.
We would go get it done. I mean, there's no. I mean, you could say, well, I feel bad for him, and here's some water, and here's a bullets. Here's I'm gonna call your cousin over here, make sure he's cool.
Ray, and see what.
I mean, to use your analogy, Debo, basically we're like, all right, we're gonna lay out some towels.
Yeah.
We're gonna pay the water bill.
Right.
Exactly.
Here's some
soap.
Ivory Spring.
Yes.
And I hope this all works out.
But nobody is saying 9 o'clock.
But we're
okay.
Not saying,
Nobody's saying 9 o'clock. Okay. But yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because hey man, did you take a shower yet? Nah, man. Nah,
yeah.
I was gonna watch this TV.
This is where I'm like, we're standing there.
Yeah.
And we have told Putin, look, and now the whole world is standing there going, Putin.
Y'all said, look.
Told you to take a shower.
You still look dry, bro.
Yeah, we told you. We gave you every opportunity to take your shower. Go upstairs.
Yeah.
You still smell like a warmonger, bro.
Still smell terrible. Exactly. So this is what's going on. So all we're doing is standing.
Yeah.
All right.
We're not,
you want to hear? Can we hear
we're
more
not
of that?
committed.
All right. Yeah. Let's see what
premeditated attack by Russia's military.
I haven't even got to Biden yet. I already take issue.
It's a brutal attack. It's a brutal attack that is endangering the lives and livelihoods of millions of civilians.
All right, so this is where I'm going to start taking aim because this is where it pisses me off. A fight is a fight. Okay, two people, something. Sneakers, you talk about my mama, you stole my lunch, you pushed me, whatever. A fight is a fight. It's two people. Fight's going to happen. Everybody knows that they can not fight in this fight, right? You know what, man? It's not worth it. It's just my sneakers, man. It's whatever. I'm not you pussy. Whatever. And they walk away because we knew we were going to fight, okay? Mm-hmm. But if my boy's there, right? Like I got my boy here, whatever, and I'm mad at you, and you scuffed my sneakers, you need to apologize to me because you stepped on my sneakers, and now you're being like, no, I really don't care about your sneakers, and I'm just going to leave, and me and my boy decide to jump you.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to go one more. This is where I'm pissed off because that's already happening. We're already there right now. What I'm pissed off is when your boy pulls out a pistol and hits somebody in the crowd. This is where we're at, in my opinion. We are at the point where
who's the crowd?
Civilians, regular people, regular moms and dads, children, people just living their everyday lives, who just got off of TikTok, doing a really fun video, and then they swiped and they were like, oh, by the way, bombs are coming, and you should you should take your drink and put a towel in it and throw it at somebody and light it on fire. A minute ago, I was just looking at TikTok, and now it's showing me how to. What? This is where I draw concern and my most anger starts from.
So like how we treat the Middle East.
We'll get there in a minute.
See, my thing is,
let me finish, G. Let me finish. When civilians, when the innocent, when people are in the line of fire. Now, can the crowd disperse? Right? Yeah, crowd can leave. Okay, crowd leaves. But these guys ain't two dudes having a fist fight in a crowd. This is a mom and her kids in their home chilling, and a bomb comes through, and they're like, "What? Russia be tripping." This is where I'm taking direct aim at hating all conflicts, Duder, to get your history lessons all correct. Hating all conflicts, okay? I don't have to hate the Iran war or the war in the Congo or the war in South America. I don't have to hate those wars specifically. I can hate all wars. And when innocent people are involved, it pisses me off. I'm pissed off on those levels because they didn't ask for nothing. These are people with money.
Let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
Is there one war that you can point to where innocent people did not get involved?
No, this is why I hate war on top of it, and I get one box to stand on, which is war's wrong. Nobody listened to me, so I go to my other fucking box. All right, fine. Innocent children and people shouldn't get hurt in war. And I just don't get off of that one, because no one listens to me in my war is wrong box,
Right.
They just go to the war cabinet or go somewhere else, But anywho, as this guy is saying, and it is very true, and, nobody gets to tell you that you can't be free until they hurt you. That's just kind of how it works, right? You say, I'm going to be free. No, you're not. And someone oppresses you, pushes you down, says, you're not free now. I say so. And it's, it's that. It's in that that really, really I take issue with. I don't have a problem for my solution, Duder, like you say. Innocent people are going to continuously find themselves in the middle of any conflict, whether it be big or small, whether it be 6-on-2, whether it be a country on a country. It doesn't matter. Someone can get caught up in the middle. But this is where I don't like to agree with G on this point, but is where I agree with G on this point. Realistically, if we wanted to stop this at any time, we could intervene. That's the point. We could intervene. And it really brings me up to my next question, and I'll direct it towards G. Why do you think, because it has to be an opinion at this point, it can't be fact, why do you think America, Biden, that's America, I think, yeah, has not said or shown that he is going to impose any action on Russia? Why do you think, and again, it can only be opinion, why America has not shown any action towards this war with men?
Russia is a bully. Okay, go back to your analogy. Russia is the bully. We all knew that the bully is going to target the little guy. Ukraine is the little guy. Ukraine is hoping that he can muster enough support from other big guys behind him that say to them, we got you. Don't worry. If he starts something, we're going to stand with you. Now, this is what everybody's doing. We're all even Switzerland today has decided we standing with Ukraine. All right.
Damn,
so we're all standing. Yeah, we're all standing with the Ukraine.
He said
even
Swiss.
The neutral people.
You said Swiss. The dude was like, they came outside?
Yeah.
Swiss,
those neighbors never come out.
They don't come out for nothing. You could be a mob dealer and have money in Switzerland, and the police are saying we want the records, and they would say no.
I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
Exactly.
You guys need to figure this out about yourselves, okay? Be nice.
But today, Switzerland said, oh no, hell no. We freezing all Russian money. All right. So everybody's standing with Ukraine.
Right.
But now the bully has thrown the first punch against Ukraine. Now everybody has to make a decision, right? We got to make this. Do we separate them? Or do we just kick the hell out of the bully's butt? Now, there's two problems with this. We all know that the bully has an even bigger big brother.
Doomsday machine.
No, China. And China has this crazy cousin, North Korea. And if we intervene by beating up the bully, then we have to also deal with their friend, their brother, and their crazy cousin. And this will bring about a bigger issue at the school.
I mean,
Because now we're
theoretically,
asking the
China.
school to become a war zone, and we will involve a lot more innocent people instead of us being outside in the street, standing in the circle and watching them fight. And
Theoretically, China could impose sanctions on us
China
financially.
can, and that would be, and see, that's the other thing. That's something else that we have to take into consideration. But right now, we don't like China. China don't like us. Russia don't like China. But China is an ally of Russia. North Korea don't like nobody. So even if Putin and China get involved, there's still no guarantee that North Korea is going to do anything. But there's always a fear that North Korea is going to do something. And we just heard that they tested another ballistic missile from Japan.
I don't know how much.
So now this could be more deadly if we intervene than everybody wants.
Which is why we don't.
Which is,
right.
I mean, you both may or may not know that Russia just put its nuclear.
Yes, they just activated
defenses,
their nuclear defense up,
and
we're still at DEFCON 3.
I get it. So they raised the yellow flag,
right?
Okay, and we still sat down and didn't do nothing. We were still sitting here
we're standing.
Right, standing. You're right. We're not sitting down. You're right. It's fair. You're fair. That's fair.
Standing.
That's fair.
We're watching everything.
Well, my point is that we just need to uncross our arms, though. You know, I mean,
but if we decide that we're going to uncross our arm, if we say, look, to the Ukraine, if you let us, if you want our help and you let us put our people over into your country, will you just become an ally? Now, if we do that, this is what Russia's afraid of. If we do that, all the other little countries that are around Russia, except for Lithuania, I think, will join the Ukraine, which surrounds Russia and puts Russia into a corner. And then that will make Russia even angrier and more afraid. And nothing's deadlier than a scared person backed into a corner. Even a little kid, if you back him into a corner, you got to be prepared for a good old fight. Now you're talking about a big kid. You back him into a corner, we got to be ready to have a big fight.
Where you at, Duder?
I'm going to condense everything G said down to this one point. In that we don't want to look like the ones who started WW3.
We don't want to do that.
When the history books get written, we don't want it to say US ... started World War III. We want it to say Russia started some shit.
We had to intervene.
Please don't. All right, you pushed it too far.
Right. That's where we want to be. We want to be on the right side of history. Now, what we're dealing with in our country is drawing an issue.
Okay, hold up. Now I got to stop you because I'm all about it. And that's another show because it's. I mean, we can get into it.
Getting into Vietnam.
We can get into it. I want to keep Ukraine on the table for the purpose of standing up and standing with them and the purpose of it. So look, we talked about why the U.S. G gave us a wonderful description, which I hate to agree with. I got to be honest with you, G. I don't like anything you're saying. I like your face, okay? Yeah. But I don't like the words that are coming out of it at the moment.
Yeah.
Because it's you're speaking what's called truth, and it sucks to hear the truth.
It does.
It sucks to hear the truth. Well, the truth of the matter is that you never know where a fight's going to end up. Like if you can see a fight happening. And you can see it dissipate, and then you can wonder. But if you jump in and you add fuel to that fire, then you never know when that thing is coming down. And it is always best to wait and let calmer heads prevail and usually you get the best result with that approach. But it is not fun to watch, and it is not. It is painful on the heart.
And this is what the Republicans are building on right now, though, for the elections coming up.
Right.
Because they're saying if Trump was in, he would have been able to stop Putin, which isn't true.
Answer the question then. Dude, let me have you answer that question. If Trump was in office right now, Lord baby Jesus, Lord baby Jesus, good Lord, Lord baby. Did I just say that? Oh, good God.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is one of those questions you just don't want to hear. You know, the hypotheticals that you just don't want to do.
But you got to play it.
Yeah, you sure do. Here's the card.
Play the game.
Here's the card. I'm gonna Trump Biden with my card, and I'm gonna ask you, Duder. Yeah. That's right. What play would he have done 6 days ago up until now? I think we are day 4 into battling, into actual bombs and shells. Now, 6 days ago, you're Donald Trump. What would he have done differently, Duder?
I mean, I'm worried that I might actually have agreed with Trump's response, because I think he would have been like, ain't our fight, bro.
He would have. Exactly.
Ain't our fight. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Look, they're neighbors.
Yep.
They got to work their own shit out. They used to all live under the same house in the USSR. They used to be one.
Because Putin would have told Trump,
now they're
stay
not.
the hell out of this fight.
I
don't want to see you standing with them.
I got a tea time I got to get to.
Exactly. He would have been, I'm going to McDonald's. I'm
gonna get 35 Big Macs and go do 18 holes right now.
Exactly.
America.
That's what he would have been doing, because
what Russia, Ukraine, what? I didn't hear about that. I don't know what you're talking about.
You see this, and you know it's true, because look at what the Republicans are doing.
Yeah, he got a nice bump in his speech. He got standing ovations.
Exactly.
And everybody was like, robble. Everybody's foaming at the mouth to see this guy. But I mean, I got to be honest, you couldn't pick a better time to foam at the mouth of a guy like that, right? I mean, because
this is why Putin decided to do it, though.
I agree.
I mean, Trump's the first president.
Right
Say
now.
What you want about Trump. I didn't vote for him either time. I didn't want him to be president.
Oh, hell no.
But he's the first president in our lifetime who did not get us involved in a foreign war.
It's because he's the first president in our lifetime who I hate saying that word.
First one.
Say what you say.
He's the first person in our lifetime.
Say what you say.
Who was too chicken shit to do anything about it. Anything.
Or
no. There's no
well, okay,
too smart.
Financial savvy.
No.
Okay, so what about the green countries? You look on the map and they show NATO as when Trump was in office, where he had kind of said, "Nah, you guys are cool, do your own shit." And then now NATO's kind of like, no, we should probably collect bullets together. How many you got? 2, 3, 4, 5. We should do this together, guys. I mean, granted, I agree with you. He would have rather played golf than had a conversation about what's going on right here.
Yes.
But now we're skipped forward to 2 days later, right? Bombs are being thrown now, right? And now it's, let's go to today. Switzerland just gave in, okay?
Exactly.
All right, okay, now you're Trump, right? You're still up there with your putons, okay? You're doing all that, but the Switzerland finally just gave in. Like, someone comes to the office and like, yo, dog, really? Switzerland so we gotta say something, dog. We gotta say something. What we gonna say? Duder, what would Trump say coming back on that mic stand? And the first question from the podium would be, sir, what about January 6th? And also, could you tell us a little bit about what's going on with the war in Ukraine?
Confetti, and then, I have a really big brain. I got a big brain. And my brain has told me that Switzerland doesn't... Where is Switzerland? Do you know where it is? It's a little bitty country. And they're right next to Russia. And you're going...
Said Switzerland has cheese, has really good cheese, great cheese. Some of the best cheese.
This watch right here, I got it from Switzerland. It's
watches,
Swiss timing.
The Alps. They're very wonderful. They're kind people, good-looking people.
Good-looking people.
Very
white. Yeah, he would have said that. They're really good looking people.
And then just
Very white,
and then just
good-looking people.
then just Trump out. That would all he would just.
he would have
And,
trumped out. They
tea
have
time.
great
Tea
chocolate.
time.
Have you ever had a Swiss chocolate?
But what about
Chocolate-
January 6th? And everybody, he just left. He just left.
Yeah.
He talked about Big Macs.
He
Yeah.
would
The
have
first
done
question.
and
Jedi
then he
mind
would have,
trip.
from the golf course, he would have called Putin and been like, "Look, bro, you probably got a week before I actually got to do something. So if you're gonna drop bombs, do it now. And I could hold these people off for
Yeah.
a little bit longer, and then
got a minute.
and then I got to look like I'm trying to do something here. So let's figure this out. Let's speed this operation up."
You need something? You need somebody that can help? Somebody can do for this food? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you look good. You look good.
Yeah, this is what the problem is right now, and it's a terrible position for Democrats.
All right, we're gonna take
to-
one more. We're gonna take one more. From
See if we can
Twitter.
actually get to buy it.
Invasion of Ukraine, the world now witnessing what's been described as the largest country-on-country unprovoked assault since World War II. Russian forces attacking Ukraine from multiple directions at this hour. Russia has in fact confirmed its ground forces have moved into Ukraine. Explosions reported in or very near.
All right, we're gonna do the shuffle fast forward so we can get to Biden.
The most powerful impacts our actions will
Here we
come
go.
over time as we squeeze Russia's access to finances and technology for strategic sectors of its economy and degrade its industrial capacity for years to come.
Is that gonna make a difference?
No,
Yes.
no.
Sounds like a kumite. Why is it going to make a difference? Why is it going to make a difference, Duder?
I mean, the same reason you just mentioned Switzerland. There's a lot of money tied up there, and you start to freeze their assets.
Swiss
And-
was like, we don't have no problems with nobody. Nobody, give me your money. We'll take that money. The money real quick. We have no problems with nobody.
That's why they're neutral, because they have everybody's money and they want to keep everybody's money. And they're like, look, we ain't got no problems with nobody as long as you got your money here.
Yeah.
And Russia's got a lot of money there,
right.
and we do too, and other countries do too.
All right.
And so I think squeezing their assets is twofold. One, it's hard to go to war when you don't have a lot of money.
Yeah.
As we've seen, which is helped get to the result of some of the bigger wars throughout time.
Mhm.
Might makes right, and money makes might, and so at the very least, it would shorten the length of time that they could go to war, or whatever they're doing.
Special
and-
operations.
Yeah. And if shit goes wrong in the war, it hinders your ability to recover if you ain't got no money. But the biggest reason Biden's doing that is what I said earlier. We don't want to look like the dudes who started World War III.
Gee,
So
why
it's
is
better to make sanctions than get involved.
why is this not going to work?
The Russian allies, like I said, China has the same amount of money on Russia that Switzerland has, and as long as China is an ally of Russia, technology and money is not going to be an issue for them, because China wants to invade and take over Taiwan,
Right.
just like Russia's trying to invade and take over the Ukraine.
I want to throw.
So
go ahead.
it's setting a precedent
Mm.
for what's going to happen for China, because while Russia was doing this whole thing, China was doing their whole thing, getting built up over by Taiwan.
Right.
Another country where you're going, why would they? But they just want it. It's not
makes money.
But for the Ukraine has
It's
oil
their
and it has
territory.
access to that South Sea,
Mm-hmm.
where Russia wants to move out more oil. What we're not hitting them with, though, is oil sanctions. We're not dealing with why they want the Ukraine. We're dealing with all these other issues, but we're not attacking the actual issue of Russia wanting a pipeline to run oil through the Ukraine down to the South Sea to get it out. If people, well, now I can see everybody on the planet is anti-Russia again.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, I don't see it becoming a good thing for Russia after this, win or lose. It's not going to be good for Russia. Russia's going to have a hard time recovery from this, because one, you won't be able to trust Russia. You definitely won't. You never could, but one, and then you can't trust Putin. You never could, but people always gave him the benefit of the doubt, which is where Trump and the Republican Party is going to fail, because
Give Trump the benefit of the doubt.
no, because they're, Trump gets all of his women from Russia, so he
Not a
needs
bad
that
strategy.
pipeline.
Very good looking people.
He needs that pipeline to women and sex.
All right,
and he needs that pipeline for money.
Let me see.
Because he's broke.
Let me see.
That may be the larger issue.
Let me see what else. Let me see what else Biden has to say.
Between our actions and those of our allies and partners, we estimate that we'll cut off more than half of Russia's high-tech imports. It'll strike a blow to their ability to continue to modernize their military. It'll degrade their aerospace industry, including their space program.
All right, that's what I take an issue with. All right. Does anybody think how awkward it is in the space station right now? Like right now in the space station, where you probably have, and I mean, these are guess. I'm just guessing. Americans probably have Russians, and probably have other
Chinese, Koreans,
okay,
Germans.
okay,
Germans.
okay, and like it's dinner time, 6:00. Everybody's getting their rations. You know what I mean? They get the squeeze paste, right? And for the most part, everybody kind of shows up around the same time because we all kind of get hungry, and we're all kind of there. Everybody's kind of looking at U.S., kind of looking at Russia. I mean, it's quiet in space.
I mean, I don't think the cosmonauts and the astronauts have beef with each other.
I disagree.
I
I
think
disagree.
they're
I disagree.
Vasily,
Because
what's up,
I haven't
bro?
seen one
Yeah,
Ukrainian.
no.
I have not
Freeze-dried ice
seen
cream
one
for you?
Ukrainian
No.
not stand up and at least have a bullet. He's like, I don't have a gun, but I'll throw this
Yeah.
at a damn Russian. Like, I haven't
Yeah.
seen one Ukrainian that was like, oh hell no.
Well, you see the ship that stood up to the Russian ship, that captain had more guts than Trump ever will.
I mean,
And he was like,
I mean, that
nah,
was
dog.
kind of
I
dumb.
can't- I mean, when you got a ship captain who's like, we need, hey, you know what? To you.
yeah.
That was more guts than Trump would have ever had. That's more guts than the Republican Party as a whole has. So you're
I
seeing,
mean, is it
you're
guts to
seeing
hate on
that
people who had nothing to do with it?
it's a matter
You lost
of
me.
pride.
You lost me, Duder.
It's a matter of pride on this aspect. It's not
I'm
really
saying if you, me, and G travel to a foreign country, pick
Yeah.
a foreign country because we've damn near been involved in all of them.
Taiwan.
Sure.
okay.
We go to Taiwan and they're like, fuck the US. At some point, you guys got involved in our business
Right.
and we don't
Yeah.
like you because of that. So
Right.
you
Yeah.
three, because you're American,
Right.
can fuck right. Let's say our car broke down, right?
Right. Yeah. You
Yeah.
can fuck
We
right
needed
along.
gas.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they're like, oh, Americans? Fuck you.
Yeah.
Well, I've been there already.
I mean, yeah, I've been
Well,
there. I've been
look,
there. I've been there too. I was in America, but I mean,
Yeah.
G's the only one. G's the only one who served in the military. I had nothing
Right.
to do with your beef
I've
with us.
experienced that already. I've experienced that in foreign countries and in this country.
Yeah.
So,
And I
But
you know,
my point is hating on all Russians,
right,
when most of the overwhelming majority of them don't even support this,
right.
is the wrong approach.
I agree, and it's to me those are more innocent civilians, women and children caught in the crossfire. As I believe that wholeheartedly, with the exception to what he was saying, you can't trust people, right? Because people just flip on you, right? They're like, no, we're totally with Ukraine, and then they're like, Russia, here's $50. You know what I mean? Like people just flip on you. You never know what they're really thinking. But I agree with you, Duder, that calling out, a person's country heritage, in order to hate them, isn't going to work. Especially in the short term, especially in the long term. It's never, you should definitely hate somebody because they did something to you personally, right? You should definitely dislike someone because it is affecting you and you feel directed. But it is difficult when that is, three people disconnected.
hey, I'm a black man in America. I've been hating on by everybody in this country. So when I went to a foreign country, I had a good experience, and then I had a terrible experience. I had the "You're American. Oh, we love you. Oh, thank you." Blah, 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 blah. Then I had the "Oh, oh, oh, we don't serve you because I'm black." Oh no.
He was just checking.
No, we don't care.
We don't care if you're black,
You're
bro.
American, bro.
Yeah, where you from Africa?
Yeah.
Where you from?
Yeah.
You're fine, homie. Don't worry about it.
No, it's that uniform you got on.
Yeah.
Oh, I got you. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
My bad. I'm out.
Well,
And I left.
that brings me to my other point that I was patiently waiting to get to today, and that
go
may
ahead.
or may not get me in trouble. This is I gotta toe the line here.
Oh wow!
carefully.
Oh wow!
Go
Dude,
ahead.
he's about to put you want bars, man. You need some background music to put this one down. I mean,
This is borderline. This is borderline now. Get the drop button ready. in
Okay,
case you gotta-
I'm
in
ready,
case you
bro.
gotta
I got a foghorn that I'll just put you all in under.
Is it coincidence that America as a whole generally cares to get involved and support the countries who are more white appearing? And we don't really care when other countries invade the countries who are maybe not as white appearing.
Are you saying that the wars that we've seen look very, very similar to this with dark-skinned people, but they only have dresses and there's only huts behind them running around from people with machetes, that we don't tend to vocalize or stand up to those types of
Saying nobody seems to care
The-
when
the
France is
closest
getting
we
involved
come
in
to-
African elections.
The closest thing we've come to with that was with Michelle Obama and the girls who got kidnapped. That was the closest thing that we came up that
I mean, but again,
America did
that's
as
a
a
couple
country.
people, right? That's
Ex-
people.
yeah.
We're not getting
but
involved
it
in
was- it
country
was
on country
America.
business.
It was America standing up to the kidnapping. Did we do anything though? No, we just stood there.
No, we're just like, hey, that's not.
That's
right.
a bad thing.
Don't,
Yes.
Don't
do
make
that.
us get up off the couch.
Yeah, and we didn't. Well, actually, we got up off the couch. We just stood there though, and watched. We didn't do any sanctions.
yeah.
Right.
We
But
didn't do any. We didn't. Well, they didn't have any money, so we couldn't do
All
any.
right.
I mean,
Israel and Palestine, whose side are we on?
Israel.
Israel. Who's the more white appearing of the two?
Palestine.
Israel.
Well,
France is.
Are you trying to
France
wait?
is
Hold on.
allegedly-
I just want to make sure if I get down to the bottom of this point. Are you trying to say that it's possible that America is racist at war?
I'm saying we should consider it.
Okay.
We should
okay.
consider it a
That's
possibility.
fine. Okay, that's
America
fair.
is
Okay,
racist
I just want to
as-
make sure when we look through the lens of war, we're like
the most racist country in the world,
Yeah.
next to England.
I mean, France has been knocking off African dictators for 60 years.
Mhm.
But France does it because it's close. It's a country that's close to them, so they can.
Ukraine's
they
right
feel-
next door to Russia, and we're like, whoa, bro, whoa, those people look white on my television. But France goes into Africa, and we're like, doesn't even make the news.
No,
No,
you're
well, because it never has made the news. when
100
France goes into
right.
Africa.
yeah, 100 right.
France has had the French Foreign Legion in Africa for umpteen decades now.
Right.
So
Since the 60s,
Yeah.
roughly.
well, 50s.
Well,
Yeah,
roughly.
right after World War II, France is not a violent country.
They're
But
not an
they-
advertised
ask the Swiss.
violent country.
Well, I know they're special forces, and they are more mercenary than they are violent. They do hits.
Right. Well, they're exactly. They don't go to war.
Yeah, they
they'll
don't go to
wait.
war. They just do
They'll
a
wait.
hit.
They'll
They
pop
just-
off the leader.
we just do
and
the
Pretty
hits.
much, yeah.
Next.
They're like the mob.
We just
yeah.
we like you sound like Ryan Seacrest top 40. We just do the hits. We just the hits here, guys.
We don't want to go to war with your whole country.
go-
We're just
yeah,
going to
we-
bide our time and kill one person
and kill one
then,
person. That's pretty much what they
and
do.
then dip out in the night.
All right, we will
Yeah.
we will check in one last time with the president and see if there's any more things that he thinks we should do.
And American oil and gas companies should not exploit this moment to hike their prices. to raise
Too late.
profits.
Too late.
In our sanctions package, we specifically designed to allow energy payments to continue. We are closely monitoring energy supplies for any disruption. We've been coordinating with major oil producing and consuming countries toward our common interest to secure global energy supplies. We are actively working with countries around the world to elevate collective release from the strategic petroleum reserves of major energy consuming countries. And the United States will release additional barrels of oil as conditions warrant. I know this is hard and that Americans are already hurting. I will do everything in my power to limit the pain the American people are feeling at the gas pump.
Except
This
for California.
is critical to me.
Except for give you more money.
He didn't say that, but he totally meant it. I will do everything I can do to ease the gas restrictions, except for in California.
Doesn't affect
Except
Wall
for
Street
Except for California.
or-
You know, yeah, as long as it doesn't affect Wall Street or anything like that, or like my spa visits.
Screw California.
And screw California.
Look, if I can find some change in the couch, I'll send it to y'all. I don't know what else I can really do here.
Okay, so you guys felt what I felt. Do you feel like he's just patronizing us as American children of the collective America to like, hey guys, it's gonna be rough, but we got you. Do we got him? No, not really. Well, you guys are gonna be cool. Are they gonna be cool? No, not really. Well, I mean, it doesn't feel like he really like. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do, guys? I'm gonna bust $1 million into the gas industry. I'm gonna help you all out. There you go. Everybody's getting $20. No. I mean,
there again goes back to why does Putin want the Ukraine?
Yeah,
Because
well,
of that oil pipeline. So, America would go to war for oil. I've been there.
Yeah,
That's how I got
that's
disabled.
all we.
That's
all
how
we
I
do
got
anymore.
disabled. We will go to war for
America
oil.
will go to war for oil. Oh, you got oil? I'll hold up real quick. Swish, y'all cool? All right, I'll be back.
Yeah.
We'll go to war for two reasons, and basically those are our only two reasons we have left to go to war: oil, and because you attack us.
Yeah. Well,
And if you attack us because we tried to steal your oil, then
Then we
we'll go
still-
to war real quick.
it
Yeah,
depends
real
on
war.
who you attack.
Mission accomplished.
If it's a white person, yeah. But if it's like that that reporter that got hacked up on an accident under
Well,
Trump's watch, an
No, I mean if
American-
you attacked our soil,
But see, most people the thing is, remember Benghazi, 4 white guys.
yeah. But again, remember Benghazi, and how long did we bust Hillary's chops for that? And
Yeah,
they
and
haven't
we
they
didn't
haven't
do
brought that
nothing-
same energy to
did-
Trump for
Didn't
January
do
6th.
nothing for Trump. Wait,
They're like,
we got an
Hillary, you had
Ameri-
some emails. You had some emails. She's like, yeah,
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah, I send
Send
emails.
emails.
This is what I do.
It's
Yeah, I
just
send emails.
so. It's so blatant how racist America is.
right.
that I just don't see how I don't see how the Africans from the countries that Trump calls shithole countries support Republicans.
Because Republicans got money to
Because
hold.
we install
Yo.
Republican leadership
Yeah.
in those
Right,
African
exactly.
We
countries.
sure
Exactly.
do.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, the CIA is good for doing that.
Duder, before we slide out into the negotiating room, did you have any final thoughts? And I'm pretty sure this is being recorded about the CIA. I just noticed that I don't want to say that they're harsh words because we are being recorded, but I want to say unagreeing words, maybe with the direction that the CIA has taken us before and the direction they're taking us in now. Those 3 little letters to me, stand for what we're supposed to do, says they, right? They give us the information, we react. We don't really know if the information's good, but we hope it is. And I've heard, given some of the song requests that we had heard and talked about, that maybe that there was an issue that you wanted to pose with the CIA.
Well, I mean, I believe the CIA stands for criminals in action.
Oh, wow.
But if you look at the history of U.S. interference in foreign countries, there's been roughly 81 times that we've interfered in foreign elections.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I want to get my stats correct.
Roughly, I
did
don't know
you-
if that's
Did
exact.
you say roughly?
Yeah.
Roughly
Okay.
81.
I agree with that.
Okay.
Just since 1946, which is
Okay.
really when we started keeping score.
Yeah.
There you go. Was that
and-
after or before the
and-
MLB started? I just wondered because that's when stats happened.
That's one year before Jackie Robinson, I believe.
Mm. Mhm.
So, we were still all the way racist. And weren't
CIA,
hiding.
Caucasians in action right there.
Oh wow.
There you go. Criminals in action. Same. So 81 times.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of those 81 times, roughly 81, we were like, nah, that wasn't us. No, that couldn't have been us. Look, we were over here.
Roughly 81 times we
Yeah.
denied that
Yeah.
we had anything to do with the issue at hand.
Yeah.
Correct. Now, one more. After the fact, roughly 81 times, the CIA was like, actually, like years later, decades later,
Yeah.
was like, actually, we were there. We just didn't tell you. It was a need to know, and you didn't need to know.
Plausible deniability.
But now that the situation's been resolved and we're a decade or two removed,
Right.
We can tell you.
Yeah, that was us. That was us. I mean, look at just in our lifetime.
Okay.
Reagan in the Iran-Contra, G knows where I'm going with this, in Nicaragua.
Yeah.
Reagan goes on TV and is like, nah, I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, that ain't us. That ain't us. And then not too long later, Reagan goes on TV and was like, all right, look. It was us, but that's not what we were trying to do. It didn't really work out. We just wanted to give them guns.
Yeah.
We didn't know they were going to use them to overthrow the government. We just wanted to train them how to use the guns to overthrow the government. We didn't know that's what they were going to use them for.
Are you calling the CIA stupid?
No.
No, I am the exact opposite.
Never.
The exact opposite.
Never.
I am saying,
Okay, wait, I got one more. Are you saying that the CIA is pretending to be stupid?
no.
No.
I am saying,
Okay, wait. Because if some dude walks up to me and says, nah, Dwayne, I wasn't there. Nah, I wasn't there at all. And then a week later, I come back, and that same dude was like, well, yeah, dude, I was there. I would look at him straight up, be like, yo, man, you stupid? He'd be like,
No.
well, dude says no.
because you got it backwards. He would be like, actually, I'm not stupid. I think you are.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to
So,
treat you as such.
so
Yeah.
you now, so if I get this right, the CIA means I'm stupid.
Yes.
The-
I can tell you why.
They think
Because
so.
America,
Now
America, the CIA. Remember, I don't know if you remember Eddie Murphy and Raw, and how he
course I do.
said,
Quote the whole thing right
when
now.
a man makes a woman go ooh woo 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 woo.
It's actually
Got her.
Ooh,
Got her.
got her.
That's what the CIA has done to America.
Oh wow! You just put America in the CIA sights in between the
Oh,
legs.
woo.
Oh,
Yes.
woo. You hear that
Because-
shit?
Yeah, you see, and I can tell you, look at how excited the GOP gets, how Republicans get, how white people get.
Wow!
When you talk about, look, we did it, and they go like, yeah, we bad, and they get hard on about that.
Maybe America just likes secrets, and then like if they get to know one, they get so excited about it. They're like, oh my
No,
god!
it's not that.
The
They
room where
like
it happens.
creating. They like creating the secret.
That's true. That's very true. I agree
my
that.
thing is though, when Reagan got into office, and he specifically picked George Bush, and the reason why he picked specifically George Bush is because Bush at one time
Because he
in his
took out the
life-
Kennedys and nobody caught.
Well, yeah, but George Bush was the head of the CIA,
Right.
and if you remember, when George Bush became president, what was the first thing that Special Forces did? What were our first 3 missions?
Wasn't it?
Of the George Bush presidency.
Iraq.
Wasn't
Does
it
anybody remember?
Central America?
Central America. Who was in charge?
Bush.
Noriega.
Oh.
Noriega.
And then who was next?
I don't have. I don't
Marcos?
have mine.
Marcos.
G's got this like
Sure.
playing cards in baseball.
Yeah. I don't have all that in front of me.
Remember Marcos?
No, I don't.
Ferdinand Marcos.
Okay,
And
I'm
then
believing you.
Marcos?
I'm standing here believing you.
And then Saddam Hussein.
Right. And we tried for our entire lifetimes to get Saddam. Multiple presidents were like,
Yes.
send the CIA over there. They'll figure it out. And that's the only dude who was
Yeah.
like, not going to work, bro.
Yeah.
Look, I'm still here.
We took out Marcos. We took out Noriega. And we had to try to take out Hussein.
Mr. Puton.
Because George Bush installed those three in charge of those countries when he was director of the CIA, which is why Reagan felt he can get away with the Iran-Contra affair. Because
And that's why he was like, wasn't us, bro.
exactly.
Look, George assured me that the CIA
George
is not
said,
going to get caught.
yeah.
Shit ain't me.
And America
Wasn't me. He went
and what did
shaggy
the
on us.
Americans do? Yeah.
Okay, maybe it wasn't you.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't you. Oh, that's funny. Thank you, Eddie Murphy, for your insight
Yes.
into
I
the
can
knowing.
I could tell you how that happened. This is what the CIA does. And America is so that they don't care.
Do you still have clip number 4? Because I believe we have a live feed into the discussions in Belarus.
Oh, really? That's something. That would be something right there.
It would be if we still have it.
Bend over. This is just a glove. I'm lubing it up.
Try to relax.
Take a deep breath.
And then after, if you guys will indulge me, I have it. It's lit, or what are you smoking?
Hello,
did we or
hello,
did we not?
Dimitri.
Here we go.
Listen, I can't hear too well. Do you suppose you could turn the music down just a little? Oh, that's much better.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a party over there.
Fine, I can hear you now, Dimitri. Clear and plain and coming through fine. I'm coming through fine too, eh? Good, then.
It's all very political.
Well, then,
friendly.
as you say, we're both coming through fine. Good. Well, it's good that you're fine, then, and I'm fine. I agree with you. It's great to be fine.
This is Trump.
Now then, Dimitri, you know how we've always talked about the possibility of something going wrong with the bomb.
Well,
The bomb, Dimitri. The hydrogen bomb. Well, now, what happened is one of our base commanders, he had a sort of, well, he went a little funny in the head. You know.
As they do.
Just a little funny. And
Just a little funny.
he went and did a silly thing. Well, I'll tell you what he did. He ordered his
Michael
planes
Flynn.
to attack your country. Well, let me finish, Dimitri.
My bad.
Let me finish.
Dimitri.
Let me finish.
Well, listen, how do you think I feel about it? Can you imagine how I feel about it, Dimitri?
think about my feelings.
Yes.
Why do you think I'm calling you? Just to say hello?
Yes, Donald Trump.
Of course I like to speak to you. Of course I like to say hello.
I like you.
Not now, but any time, Dimitri. I'm just calling up to tell you something terrible has happened. It's a friendly call. Of course it's a friendly call. Listen, if it wasn't friendly, you probably wouldn't have even got it.
Yeah.
They will not reach their targets for at least another hour. I am positive, Dimitri. Listen, I've been all over this with your ambassador. It is not a trick. Well, I'll tell you. We'd like to give your air staff a complete rundown on the targets, the flight plans, and the defensive systems of the planes. Yes, I mean, if we're unable.
Okay, so I'm gonna. So let me, if I may. I've never heard that before. That's the first time for me, and I know that you and G are snickering because it's not a first time for you. That's what's gonna happen. That shit.
Stanley Kubrick's pretty good, right?
That's what's gonna happen. Like it's gonna be. Hey, bro. Hey, dog. Yeah. Putin's on the floor. Yeah. Putin's. I mean, he's just taking a nap. So you think this is hilarious, America? You guys. We have 5 bombs heading towards you guys right now in all major cities. If you guys should do me a favor and just go ahead and
Friendly call. Friendly call.
a friendly call.
Friendly
If
call.
it wasn't friendly, we wouldn't have called you.
You wouldn't have got a call. Okay, if it wasn't a friendly call, you wouldn't have got a call. What is that reference from there, Deuterino?
It's Doctor Strangelove.
Okay.
Or How I Learned to
Loving-
Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb.
Love the bomb.
Now I got a movie to watch for tonight. Thank you.
It's great, especially
worth
in
it.
light of what's going on.
Yeah,
You'll
yeah.
watch it and just think like,
Wow.
how the hell does Stanley Kubrick do this
Back then.
like 60 years ago or whatever? I mean, I guess we were involved
we're
with
in the same
Russia, so it's a
yeah, it's the
timeless.
same situation.
Anything with us and Russia is evergreen. It's always gonna work. You're always gonna be, we're always at war with them, or about to be at war with them.
007
All the time.
been doing it for a while. They never stopped that movie trailer. Calling America.
Well, 007 actually fights Spectra.
Oh,
Was Spectre Russian? I don't.
No,
is that part of the Swift?
Spectra was
Is
unilateral.
that part of Swift? No.
Yeah,
Okay.
Spectra's unilateral.
Spectre pulled out of Swift, I believe.
I didn't
Yeah,
know.
almost everybody pulled out a Swift.
Yeah.
I have
Except for Swift.
I have a Slitter. What are you smoking? If you guys want to play.
Absolutely, it's little. What are you smoking from the dude? Let's take it all the way in. Always, it's lit or what are you smoking? Because on a day like today, we could always use a little bit of what do you call it? Not comic relief that would intensify. That would say that you're funny. We like the dude to speak and give us some questions that we can try to see if it's lit or it's smoking. So, dude, what do you got today? What's the conversation on it's lit or what are you smoking?
So I don't know if this is just based on my search history or if this happens for you guys, but when I type into Google U.S.-backed coup, it just pulls up a list of countries.
Are you saying that incorrectly, or have I always said that incorrectly?
Did you say coup?
I do.
Because I believe it's coup d'etat,
Uh-huh.
It is.
but I like to say coup.
Okay. Okay, because I was just gonna go outside all of a sudden, and I was gonna start using Coop, and they were like, "Dwayne, what the hell are you doing?" I'm like, "Dude told me." I was what? This
I
ain't
hang
it?
with Mr. Cooper, bro.
I mean, it's happened. It happened so many times in my life because I can't spell, and I have to
Yeah.
hear things from people, and then you change shit on me, and all of a sudden I gotta start spelling things. Anyways, from the coup d'etat.
So if I type U.S.-backed coup for your
Thank
for
you,
your
because I didn't know what you were talking about.
preference,
I was like, "You got a small car?" I don't know what
you know how Google does the predictive text,
Yeah.
Yes.
and so it'll just pull up like 12 countries.
Okay.
So this is an It's Lit or What Are You Smoking of U.S.-backed coups. Did we send the CIA into this country to do some shit, or did we not?
I'm gonna save my
It's
comment.
lit if we did.
Right.
What are you smoking if we didn't?
Okay. I'm gonna save my
Alright.
comment for the end of the show, for the end of the segment, but it'll make sense then. Okay.
You're
I'm
already
ready.
100%.
Okay. Go ahead.
Let's start with friend of the show, Bolivia.
Oh, nice. Oh, so nice of
Start
you.
with Bolivia.
Is it fair if G goes first?
Let's let G go first.
Is it fair? Because I just want to be
It's
honest.
not fair.
It's not
It's
fair.
not
If he
fair.
goes first, that's really not a fair. It's little what he's smoking because.
But we got a lot of countries.
Okay.
yeah,
go with
Bolivia.
I'm gonna
Bolivia is a toss-up.
I'm gonna. Well, then I know mine, so I'm gonna get mine's. It's lit.
Dwayne's,
Bolivia's
I gotta
toss-up
keep
because-
score here.
There you go.
Because we weren't the first country to go into Bolivia.
And they weren't the
go
first
back
country
on
we
this.
went into. Oh wait,
Yeah. So, I'll go. What are you smoking?
G's going. What are you smoking? Bolivia is lit, and here's what G's thinking about 1971, the first
Yeah.
time we did a coup in Bolivia. We may not have been the first, but
Right.
we were there. But we did it again in 2019, just for good measure.
Oh yeah.
So that's how they fall in the It's Lit category, because there were multiple offenders.
There. Yeah. See, that was a hard one. That's a hard one.
That's why you start with that one. Let's go to let's stay in that same general region.
You like the South America?
Let's go to Brazil.
Oh. It's lit for $500.
It's gonna go. It's lit.
Yeah, I'll go
Over
with,
to G.
I'll go with this lit.
G's gonna go with it's lit, and it is lit. 1964.
Yeah.
We didn't want Brazil to be like a China or a Russia, so we just went in there and kind of stomped it out. And Brazil's been,
Cool ever since.
Brazil ever since.
Y'all have a party every once in a while. It's all good
They've
time.
been Nazis ever since.
Oh my god.
So.
Well, better than socialists, am I right?
Because
that's why we went in.
That's why we're going for it.
That's why we went in there. We were like, can't let it be socialist.
Yeah, we'll let you be a Nazi.
Yeah.
As
And
long as you're not a socialist,
and
we'll
if you
pretty
could-
much stay out.
and
of
if you could up the racism, you guys can get closer to us. It'd be great.
you guys had a little bit lighter complexion, we may not get involved.
Yeah.
Let's stay in that same general region.
I just wondered if we could switch the skin color. I just didn't know if that was an option.
Well, let's switch up the skin color.
Okay, we
Let's
can-
see if we can. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
here's
a
one.
hard
Here you go.
one
Here you
on
go. Here you go. All right. I got one.
Did you find one?
It's
Bottom
way
of
down
the
the
list.
list. It's down the list.
Bottom of the list.
Italy.
Oh,
Oh.
hell yeah.
It's lit.
Oh, she's got a hell yeah.
I'm just staying. I just want to play the game. It's lit. I'm just gonna say it's lit. You know.
Are you as confident as hell yeah? Or
Are you hosting the game?
all right,
Then
fair
yes.
enough.
Then
Geez, I'm gonna take your hell yeah to being it's lit. Is that
Yeah. Many
it?
times.
Is lit. Many times I have on my notes 1948.
oh, specifically.
All the way up until yesterday.
There you go. Let's see if we can find a fair-skinned region.
No. That's hard. That's a hard one.
You're 2-1, so I just wanted to even it out. You know.
Well, I mean,
That's
I'm
because
running
we
out
only
of
do
the,
dark skin.
Yeah.
I'm running out of the lighter complected
Yeah.
countries.
I know you got one more, so that's all. You know, I mean, I know you got at least one more light skinned country in there, but I mean, you know, it's your choice.
I
All
don't
right.
think
How about
so.
this one? I'm gonna throw this out there.
Oh, a little curveball. Oh, a little
Little
curveball.
curveball.
A little mad at the
Little
dude.
curveball.
Okay, all right.
How about Japan?
Oh, well, of course we did.
Oh,
I mean, that's
she
not-
feels fairly confident there.
It's not white or black. We call those others. You know, so
Look, I'm running out of options here. I gotta.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like when I went to jail, and they said you're either white, black, or other.
Yeah.
Which one are you gonna hang with? And I was like, well, I'm Native American, and they're like, those are the others. It's three dudes huddled in the corner. I was like, I'm white. Actually,
Yeah, I'm
I
actually-
misspoke.
I misspoke. Aryan Nation.
I'm gonna run this white thing. I'm gonna write this white thing out. man.
Look, I'm only here for a couple days.
There's
Safety
a
in numbers.
blind janitor out there. He won't trade places with me.
How about
That's right.
I'm into the jail? They're like, "What do you like?" I was like, "I'm actually white and black." Well, bitch, you're about to choose the choice right now. Let me tell you.
Yeah,
I guarantee you where you're not going.
not gonna be the woods.
Yeah.
Japan, Debo,
It's lit.
and G's lit.
Yeah.
Japan is lit, 50s and 60s.
There you go.
We double dipped.
Yep.
We didn't do enough in the 50s. We had to double back.
we are-
Let's do it one more time.
We are a boxing country. We like the 1-2. Okay.
I could do this all day, so you guys cut me off.
I mean, you got
and,
one more. You got one more, dude. You got one more.
All right, let's pick a fun one.
Yeah.
Let's pick a fun one. How about
How about it?
Haiti?
It's lit. There you go. That's a hot little bitch.
This is true. It is lit.
Haiti is lit. 1991,
country.
94,
Yeah.
95.
Many times.
Dude, would you now do me a favor and read off the list of countries that you have on your paper that did not get invaded by America, that are just sitting there? Just flip the paper over if you have to. I know there's a couple on the back. It seems like a really small piece of paper, but it's fine. Anything? No?
Let's see. Argentina. Nope. 1976.
No, we did Argentina, yeah.
Chile, 1973 through 88. That's no.
Yep.
Costa Rica twice. No.
Was twice, yep.
The DR, 61
yeah.
through 65.
Oh, yeah.
Nope. Guatemala. Nope. We already talked about Nicaragua. El Salvador's kind of lumped in.
I don't think
Panama,
we went to
no.
Australia.
I don't have Australia on my list.
Yeah.
There you
Oh,
go.
that's
There you
Australia.
go. There you go. Ended on a good note. Australia.
Shout out to Australia.
We didn't know we were gonna have to use them today, but boy, we sure like.
That's just off my knowledge right there. I'm like, wait a minute. The only place I didn't go that we didn't invade was Australia, and they love America.
Oh my God, Australia. We were trying
Shout out the Australians.
Shout out to Aussies. You know,
Good day, mate.
good day, all you who we haven't
Everybody
invaded.
Everybody else, we tried.
Yeah, we definitely came on. We definitely came over there. Yeah.
I started in alphabetical order on my list, and then I ran out of room and I had to move it, and then I had to do another search for a different part of the country, different part of the globe, and it's all.
Yeah.
There's too many. There's 81.
Yeah.
There's 81.
Yeah. Yeah, we are a overthrowing type of country. If you got a government we don't like, we will try to overthrow it.
Which is a problem when we try to get involved when other people do that. Because we're like, do as I say, not as I do.
I believe, dude. Go ahead, Jay.
Exactly like what we want. Yeah.
Out of 195 countries, I had to look it up. There you go.
Less than half.
Yeah.
That's not bad. That's not bad. I was expecting more. I was expecting a higher percentage.
There you go. And two nations that are not countries. I was just saying.
Yes.
Okay, don't worry about it. And evidently two new republics that we're talking about in Russia. But this is a whole other story. Out of all these 195, Duder, I think your point is that America really is a do what I say, not as I do country. And they flat out lie about it. Every single time. Not almost. I mean, he was like 80
all the time.
Every time. Would you say, would that conclude your point today? Is that close to where you were trying to get at to?
Yeah, but one other point, to be fair to our warmongering, a lot of those 195 countries, we haven't had an opportunity to overthrow their government because they're either already allies,
right,
or it's like the USSR and they split, and we just haven't had ample opportunity to get in there.
Yeah.
I mean, we just got into Ukraine in 2014.
Yeah,
you got to give us a little bit.
Give us some time. You got to give us some more time. You got to let us get in there and get the things out that we want to get out of the country. Usually has something to do with black things.
Money.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, oil, yeah. There you go.
Black things like oil.
Black things like oil. Black things like oil. Yeah. Usually that's lewd and crude. But you know what to do? I am now going to take our show directly to Belarus, to the conference table. They have it set up really, really nice here. I can see oh wow, okay, you got the Russians over here walking in on the one side.
And let us in the war room. We'll see the big board.
Yeah, you can see the big board for sure. And so here in the the conference room here, we've got the two tables. Lovely set. They have notepads here in case you guys have any notes to write down. That guy is writing one note right there. Fuck Russia. Okay, that's interesting. And for some reason, the last guy who came in knocked over the Russian flag. That's kind of rude. Go ahead and pick that back up. Okay. Over here on the Russian side, for some reason, I think it is a decoy. We have G. I want to talk to you about what your counterpart. I mean, I don't think that you're with them, but you're just on this side of the table. So, what have you and the Russian government been talking about in this? What is it? A ceasefire? What is this? A meeting at the table, the room where it happens. What have you guys been talking about today to maybe try to solve this conflict at the table here? G representing Russia. NWA, people. That's what we're talking about right here. All right.
Nicaraguans with arms.
There it is. Nicaraguans with arms. And please let you know those are American guns. All right. Well, I appreciate what you're bringing to your side of the table over here, and we'll let you stick with that. So I'm going to go ahead. Any last minute comments from your side of the table before we let you go today, G?
What you think? We got rid of our guns? Sold them all? Because we're trying to get this label off? Please. You're going to make me flip and go back to the old me.
Say it, bruh. Say it, bruh. I ain't mad at you for all. And I'm mad that I'm mad at you, but I agree with you, and I'm mad about that. That's real. G, until next time, I'll see you later. You take care. Enjoy this side of the table. It's a rough one to be on. We're going to look to the other side of the table for some reason. And we got Dude sitting over here on the other side of the table. And he's over here with... Okay. Y'all bring an orchestra every time? Okay, that's weird. Okay. Dude, you're here on the other side of the table trying to negotiate whatever you guys are trying to negotiate here. I hear there's a war going on or something like that. But Duder, what would you like to say from your side of the table over here on the Ukrainian side?
Shout out the Ukrainians. I feel bad for y'all. This has to suck. And I apologize on behalf of America for starting shit where we don't belong. But ultimately, I'm against war anywhere, especially when we start it. And I think we should own our shit and we should speak up and we should put more batteries in Biden. And he should be like, look, I was in office when we tried to install a pro-American government in the Ukraine instead of the pro-Russian one that they had. And maybe that led to a little bit of this. Maybe that led to a little bit of this. But you know, that's not what we do here. We like to push off the blame and act like we just showed up and like, this is happening. Hey, you guys should probably stop. But the last thing, instead of the music you led into my part with, if you would kindly play number 2, that speaks more to how I feel about all of this. Clip number 2, and you know, just kind of the CIA involvement that I've already touched on, but more than the actual CIA involvement, the overall feeling of the message.
Okay,
That
so
I thought you had queued up.
Yeah. Like I said, if you wanted me to cue stuff up yesterday, would have been a better day. But yes, Duder, I hear your side. I hear your you care for the Ukrainian people. You apologize on behalf of all Americans, which I will apologize to. Not for being American, it was my fault. I was born here, but I will apologize for.
But that's part of my point. It's not the Russian people's
Right.
fault. They were just born there. They're not supporting this.
And I get that, and I apologize on behalf of all Americans who are assholes. And not to mention, I apologize on behalf of all Americans who are powerless to stand up and do things that they believe that are true and right. That being said, that's the best.
We could protest America's involvement in foreign affairs.
Yeah, well, we could.
We could storm the Capitol and request that they don't get involved where we don't belong. But we care more about keeping uninformed, unprepared leadership. We'll storm the Capitol for that instead of storming the Capitol so we stop killing foreign people.
Well, I got to say that this meeting has been really awkward at the table. And, you know, I mean, the fact that you guys are flipping each other off and the meeting hasn't even started is weird. But I'm going to go ahead and get out of here in this meeting room. It feels like it's getting a little tense. But I will
show.
Say again?
It's a heavy show today.
It's a heavy show. My love, respect, my honor. I can't give you my blood. I would give you as much energy as I can to the Ukrainian people. I have never seen a people this resolved on not giving up. I've seen people that didn't want to give up extra money on their taxes, but I've never seen people literally grab a gun and say, come with it. When they weren't trained soldiers, when they weren't people that were supposed to be in a fight. These are regular people picking up guns ready to fight. My love, my respect is with you. My hope is with you. My prayers are with you. Give it all you got. Don't die. That's all I can tell you guys out there, man. Dude and Debo's going to love you guys all the way through. Ukraine's going on our list as shout-outs for 100s. And that's it for me on this one. This is the Debo. I'm out. Peace.
God bless you guys. Good luck.